Welcome back to Studio Chatter. It's hard to turn down a good cookie, and our next guest has grown a fun business out of that demand. Welcome Brock Nelson from the Just One More Cookie Company to our tables. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
That's my problem. Just one more. Just one more.
But if they're little, it's like mini candy bars. It doesn't really count.
That's right. That's the catchphrase. Everyone always wants just one more.
Right.
Yeah. Well, did you think that I was some weird stalker when I started messaging you and you're like, geez, who is this lady?
Studio
A
Chatter.
little bit. Every once in a while I get these weird messages though, but everyone always likes a good cookie, so I expect it.
I came upon you because I had judged the Mr. Spanish Fork contest, and they had given us a box of your delicious cookies, and I'm like, who is this, and how can I get just one more?
Oh.
So that's why I decided to reach out. But our box had a variety. I think we had definitely an Oreo cookie.
Yes, you had, I think, an Oreo, a chocolate chip,
Yes.
and a Biscoff.
Ooh. Yes.
Yeah.
All divine. We fought over them at the house, and they were gone like that. So how long have you been in business?
So we've been in business for about, it'll be 2 years this August.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And how did you get started, Brock,
Yeah.
with the cookie business?
So I always loved to have cookies. Cookies were my go-to. I didn't like cake or any of that stuff.
Okay.
And so
Boom, me too.
Exactly. So once Chip and Crumble started opening, I started going and I started spending lots of money there.
Yeah.
And then I finally decided like I should try and make this cookie.
Okay.
And so I started off with just a basic chocolate chip cookie. And when I started taking it to parties, different events, everyone kept saying how much they liked it better. And so then I got the thought, well, maybe I should make something out of it. And then we started, our first event was Salem Days in 2019.
Okay.
And in 4 hours, we sold out of 800 cookies.
No way.
Oh my heavens.
Oh, wow.
So I want to ask you, did you bake before this?
Yeah, so,
So you've been a baker.
Yeah, I grew up baking,
Okay.
not a ton. My mom's a big
But
baker.
you enjoyed the kitchen. And,
Yeah.
Okay.
On my mission, I served in South America, and there I had to.
Okay.
I baked a lot for baptisms. And
Okay.
things like
That is so cool. What a
Yeah.
and you
great
keep saying
talent.
we. Do you have a partner?
Yeah, my wife.
Okay.
Yeah. Although I'm the main person that does everything. She's the person that does the dishes.
Oh, wow. I love it.
Baker, she's your
Yeah.
assistant.
Yeah,
I got
or
you.
the
That's a
cookie
good
dough roller.
partnership. That's
Yeah.
awesome. So do you like to cook also, or is baking your
I like
forte?
to cook as well, but
Okay.
baking's definitely what I like to do
Okay,
the most.
and so you just like made up the recipes, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, until you
Yep.
perfected it?
Yep, and the interesting
Wow.
thing is every cookie we have has the same cookie base.
Okay.
So there's
Really?
no difference in cookie base in any of the cookies.
So it's just like
Oh.
the extras, like
Yeah,
Oreo
besides
or
like, yeah, if
something.
it's oatmeal, obviously it has oats,
Right.
or Oreo
Right.
has Oreo.
Right.
But it all has the same like sugar, flour, all that ratio.
So do you do large cookies, small cookies? What is?
Yeah, so we do for main events and everything, we always do large cookies. Everyone likes a big cookie.
Okay.
But then when we cater for different weddings and things like that, we do mini size cookies for those.
Okay.
Mini cookies have less calories, though.
Yeah, so then you can keep having more.
Have one more.
Yeah. Yep.
You can just keep
So that's
having
the
more.
interesting catchphrase with why we call it just one more. Is one, yeah, you always want one more cookie, but with us, you always get an extra cookie added to your box.
Oh, you do?
So you never just get 4, you get a box of 5.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. So that's
extra
where
surprise.
that catchphrase really comes into play. Is you always get, like for a dozen, you get a baker's dozen, so you get a 13th cookie.
Okay.
And everyone likes something that's like kind of free, like
Yeah.
a little,
Yeah.
a little surprise.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was just going to ask if you have a brick and mortar store?
A what?
A brick and mortar.
Brick and
Like
mortar.
a storefront, or is it just out of
No.
your home?
Yeah, so we just do it out of our home right now. Eventually, our goal is going to be to get a cookie truck.
Okay.
So we want
that
a
would be
cookie
awesome.
truck to be
That's
able
good.
to drive to events, weddings, and all of that.
So what do you do full time?
So I work as a physical therapy assistant.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the cookie truck idea.
Yeah.
That's super fun.
And cookie truck, or well, food trucks are so popular, but you
Right.
don't see very many
I was going to
cookie
say that.
trucks.
I don't
Right.
think that I've seen a little mini donut one, but I don't
Yeah.
think I've seen a cookie with all the cookie companies
I
around.
know with how popular they
Brock,
are, it's like
you're onto
great.
it.
Yeah.
You better, like, summer's coming.
I know, I gotta
on
get it
that
fast.
truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe ask Spanish Work City if you can borrow one of their ambulances or
There
something.
we go.
So
We
I
can
did-
remodel that.
I noticed when I did go to your Instagram site, and you go to, you can make orders from a Google Sheet or something. So when you're doing that now, is that just kind of is it by demand right now, or how are you setting up your schedule?
Yeah, so I mostly do it where I work full time. I'm in school full time. I do a lot of that like once a month around
Okay.
like holiday season. So this last weekend we had 3 specials for Easter. We had a Cadbury egg cookie, we had an oatmeal Biscoff cookie, and then we did a lemon zest cookie.
So are we going
you
to
shut the
taste
front
these?
door.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are.
What's
We
in here?
are?
Yeah.
So in here,
My mouth's watering, my
so in
tummy's
here
grumbling.
we did 2 of our most popular bestsellers. Let's see if we can get this open. So we have
yes,
3
let's.
chocolate chip and 2 white chocolate Biscoff cookie.
Oh my
Which the
gosh,
white
these are
chocolate
huge.
Biscoff
Oh my heavens.
is by far our bestseller.
Okay, you're
Really?
taking like
Yeah.
a little piece off of it.
Yeah.
And then passing it around.
Okay. This is like the one time
So as you
I
can
kind
see,
of like
there it has a
milk,
box
too.
of, we
Pete,
call it
we
a
need
box
milk.
of 4 + 1. So
that
you get
smells like gonna
4
be
cookies,
chunky. I'm not gonna be
but
able to
5
break that
cookies
one.
for the
And so
price
how
of
much
4.
is your box of 4?
So a box of 4 + 1 is $10.
Okay.
And then do you have a favorite?
My favorite is actually, I have one that's called an almond glazed cookie. And it's just like a sugar cookie base with slivered almonds on top and a glaze.
Ooh.
And that one's, I think, my personal favorite.
I think I would love that, and maybe with a little drizzle of lemon or something.
Yeah, yeah. And I think I like it the most just because
think
it's one that like I created and it wasn't one I've seen before. I just thought of it and I
Right.
really liked it.
This is fabulous. I tried the Biscoff. That's
So
what it
did
is?
I.
Yeah, the
White
yep, it's
chocolate
white
chip?
chocolate Biscoff.
Oh my heavens.
Yeah.
People at home, this is delicious. This is so good.
There's something
so
with
good.
white chocolate and Biscoff, how they're just combined that it's just so good.
So good.
Wow.
So he said, should I bring cookies? And I said, well. So did you make these fresh?
I did. I made
they're
them this
They are
afternoon.
so,
They are delicious,
They're
Brock.
divine. They're
Brock,
so good.
you need a food truck or a
I know.
storefront,
Yeah.
okay? Because these are yeah,
I
they're
will.
delish.
They are.
And I like a cookie that's done on the outside but soft on the inside.
Yes.
I don't like a big crunchy cookie. So
That's a
that's
true
why I
cookie
like them
connoisseur.
super soft.
We have a debate at my house because my daughter Brittany loves her cookies crunchy.
Crunchy.
Like I even did a
Like a
Facebook
Chips
survey
Ahoy?
years ago. Like just my homemade chocolate chip cookies. She's like, can
no.
you always do some that are just a little more crunchy? I'm like, wait for 3 days and eat them then.
Yeah.
So 800 cookies at one point. Have you had to invest in like even some special ovens already?
Yeah, so I do have an industrial mixer which helps
okay.
me get about 100 cookies in a batch.
Okay.
So that really helps, but the baking part is the slow part. We have a double oven, so we can use double ovens, but you can only bake 12 at a time on a cookie sheet, so 24 at a time, so that's what takes the most time.
Yeah,
So
that's
we
like
need you
speaking a
another
different
oven.
language to
Yeah.
me. I don't
the
bake at
cookie
all.
truck.
I'm like the taste tester.
Yeah, this is delicious.
So I can definitely order. I'm happy to order. I will
Yes.
eat all the
Yes,
cookies.
it is. It's like crunchy on the outside,
So
but
good,
chewy
isn't it?
on the inside.
Yep.
Yep, I'm
in love.
heaven.
And
Okay,
very
so-
dense.
So
Yep, very
special
dense.
occasions, that's when we need to hop on and order.
Yep, special occasions during holidays, everything I do, I post to Instagram and Facebook. So we're at Just One More Cookie Co, and that is our
Okay.
Instagram
Instagram, yep.
username.
So Brock, I have one final question for you before we let you go.
Yeah.
I forgot, I don't know if I've asked you, well, I didn't ask everybody, but what's a habit that you've created in your life that you still have?
A habit that
A habit. Tell us a habit of yours, whether it's good or bad. Because we're talking about some of our own habits today.
A habit. Well, just today, after I was drizzling these Biscoff cookies,
Yes.
my bottle ran out, so I went to put it in the garbage. But guess what? The garbage sack had been taken out, so there wasn't a garbage sack. And did I put one in? No.
No.
So you're
So a
not
bad
in the-
habit.
So
You're
yeah.
not in the habit of putting a sack back in.
Yeah,
when you
I
take
hate
them out.
putting a garbage sack back in the.
That is
Okay,
hilarious.
okay. So I'm going to
perfect.
give
I
you a
love it.
helpful hint, and I learned this from a cleaning lady. So next time it runs out, so you just put an empty in the bottom already, just like an empty one, and then put the filler in, and then all you have to do is just refill from the one that's already there. You just have to
Okay.
pull it up. And
Until that one's gone, Brock,
Yeah,
and then we're in
right.
that
you do.
situation.
Then we wait till
but
my
it
wife
helps.
puts it in.
But it helps for the next
That's
time, though.
so good. I love that.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh, all right. And orders for special friends, right?
Yep.
New friends. Okay. Coming up on Studio Chatter, how much of your day-to-day routines do you control? We'll talk about that next.